This is Dr. Jason W. Morrison, theologist, New South Wales, Australia. We're going to do our viewer's voice. It's 3:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Fraser Island on the Sunshine Coast of Queensland. Now I can hardly see what I'm doing here, but we'll persevere. This is the viewer's voice. I'll start with Jenny B52. Jenny B352. Jenny B52. Another wonderful presentation on how Paul tried to emphasize that just believing in Jesus and what he did for all mankind was enough. When I finally realized that it was only through him, I felt at peace with my life. Thanks, Doc, for doing this segment, and will be posted later. Well, thank you, Jenny B52. So I'm a little bit disorganized still, and I can't see through sunglasses, and I haven't got my glasses. Okay. Venora Moon. Viewer's voice, 8th of the 15th of the 18th. Doc, JWs do not believe the earth itself will never be destroyed. Well, it's going to be, isn't it? And we know that. 2 Peter 3 and Revelation 21. Only the wicked humans will be killed, and the earth and the righteous ones will remain after Armageddon on the earth. Well, they'll remain on Armageddon. They'll remain on earth after Armageddon, but only for 1,000 years, and then they're going to have to find a way to hop off. But maybe they'll have that sorted by then. Aren't they in for a shock? I said to Venora, and Venora said yes. The earth is to become a perfect paradise again for all the righteous ones to believe, and the 144,000 in heaven. JWs do not believe we go to heaven when we die. I think they believe you go back to the mind of God. That's what that elder guy used to say to me. And only 144 go to heaven, and the rest that live through Armageddon, and those who are resurrected after Armageddon, live on Paradise Earth. Those that died before Armageddon to be resurrected will lie in the grave unconscious, as if in sleep, until they are called from their tomb in resurrection. Doc, you're learning. Now, thanks, Venora. The elders used to tell me that, similar to this, that when you die you go back to the mind of God, and I need comments on this, and when you come back, you may not be the same person. Is that correct? When you die, you go back to the mind of God, and when you come back, you don't come back as the same person. And it's like getting a second chance. Not sure. I don't know how they make all that up, you know. It's got me beat, how they make all that up. Thanks for that, Venora. Now, Venora again. Look forward to our vacation. That's why, Venora, that's why I've got the camera on the beautiful scenery. Actually, I'll show you what we've got. I'll show you. This is just for Venora. Here we go. Now, let me see. Straight over there, I don't know if you can see it, there's a tree lying on its side. That's our marker for the anchor. If we go past that tree, we know we've broke anchor. But that's a little bit of Fraser Island. And I'll show you out here. Sorry, I know it's a bit rough and ready. And there's the captain there. Say hello, Captain. Captain Rob, Geordie's uncle. Now, and there's that's a little piece of Australia paradise. Fraser Island. I hope that I'll do more for you, Venora. We've just come in from a very rough sea. I'm still shaking. Gee, it was rough. It was horrible. Okay. Okay. Well, there's a little bit for your holiday there, Venora. Australia at its best. Pretty well uncharted ground behind us. Now, thanks for the shout out at 12:26. This has just made it too, and I hope that the playlist comes in handy for people and may save them a little time when researching about the JWs, and that maybe they too will share the link to places like Facebook or on forums, etc. Cheers, Justin. Yeah, thanks, Justin. Now, I want to go back to that link. Here it is here. Let's have a look. Here is the link. Oh, and there's lots of stuff. Look. JW.org, Generation Explained. Examining religious claims. Oh, look. Over and over and over and over. So, if you want, copy that link or find it, do something. But, yeah, we need to get this stuff out. Shut this, help. At least help. We got a fish on, have we? I think we've got a fish on, viewers. Have we got a fish on, Captain? Yes. Yes, we've got a fish on. I'm going to take you live to Captain with this fish. Bear with me, viewers. Stay with me. How is it? Is it a big one? The Captain's hooked the fish. We're going live to the fish. Let him run if he has to. There's first mate Jordan. What is it? He's got a flathead. Now this is an Australian fish, estuary fish. It's called a flathead. He's about to bring him in. I can't get you any closer, I'm sorry. But take him in the net, Geordie. Now these are $45 a kilo down at Sydney markets. This is a good, show me, what is he, about 50 centimetres? That's legal. And they fill it real nice. Bring that over here and we'll show the viewers. The first fish of the trip. Look at this. This is how you live in Australia. See that white kid? He may as well be black because he's like a little aborigine, isn't he? Yeah. They're just trying to sort out how to get him off. They're frightened of him. They've got two barbs on the back of their head, and if they spike you, you're gone for a couple of weeks. It flares up. This is live. This is live. Look, here on the Fraser Island, Australia. Now they're just pulling the flathead out of the net. He's playing up. He's not happy. They never are. How would you like to be a fish and get yanked out of the water? Now, can we show the viewers, Rob, sorry. Just let him hang loose on the line. That's what you call a flathead, viewers. There you go. Thanks for that, Captain Rob. Live. This is what I wanted. This is what we wanted to do. I wanted to, look, I just wanted to make it a little bit exciting. Because you can get out and live, see? Alright, so that's our first fish. That one's for Venora. Okay, so now let's find our way back to our comments. Oh gosh, I'm all over the place, aren't I? And we go down to community. And here we are. Now, where were we? See, the reason why I don't tick them and stuff with the love heart before I read them is I won't know where I'm up to. So thanks, Justin, for that link again, and I would encourage anybody that wants to use it to please use it. Lady Cat. Outside the 144,000 there is a resurrection hope for those who are asleep in death, to be resurrected back to life on Paradise Earth. They are part of the great crowd who have the earthly hope of living forever on what will become Paradise Earth after Armageddon. I just want to stress again, after the 1,000-year reign, which is after Armageddon, you got Armageddon and then the 1,000-year reign of Christ, the earth will be burnt. And what the Jehovah's Witnesses haven't worked out is how they're going to escape that barbecue. Not that they will be burnt, because they won't be there anyway, but because a lot of them won't be alive in 1,000 years. But that's what's going to happen. In the past, I've studied the Bible with Jehovah's Witnesses and attended meetings on and off. It becomes too difficult for me to keep up with all of it. Yeah, it will. So I never was baptized and never took part in the door-to-door witnessing activity. Well, good on you. Here we go. After all of this, having to be part of God's organisation, Jehovah's Witnesses, to survive Armageddon, has done a number on me. Being inside the org is likened to being on the ark when the great flood came. Yeah, it's all nonsense, isn't it? Being in Christ is the ark. To the org is the spiritual ark. No, it's not. It's a business. It's a money-making business. And you better be on board if you want to survive the end of the wicked system. And I know you don't believe that, Lady Cat. So since I'm outside the organisation, not attending JW meetings, not baptised, I feel guilty and somewhat depressed that I will most likely be destroyed at Armageddon. Oh, nonsense! You won't be destroyed at Armageddon. You won't even probably be around for Armageddon. Armageddon's when Israel is attacked by goat nations, and the allies of Israel will be the sheep nations, and they're going to try and save it. But all this worry and concern about Armageddon, it's nonsense, absolute nonsense. Oh gosh, Armageddon. Armageddon will happen, but I don't think it's going to happen in our lifetime. And if it does, it's specifically to try and destroy the nation of Israel. And the head of Armageddon the crescendo of Armageddon will be when Jesus comes back to finally rescue it. And when he's rescued it, supernaturally destroyed its enemies, then he'll do his 1,000-year reign. But please don't worry about Armageddon and all that. If you believe in Christ, you are where you need to be. And that's all there is to it. Everything's okay, okay? Along with the rest of the wicked people. You're not a wicked person. That's how they manipulate you. That's how the Watchtower manipulates people. They need you to think that you need them. You don't need them. You just need Jesus. I'm a good person, but I'm not doing God's will. Well, so am I, and neither am I. What is God's will? God's will's really, it's not works. It's believing in Christ. That's God's will. That's it. If you believe in Christ, whatever you do after that's voluntary. This stuff is ingrained in my brain and difficult to overcome, their teachings. Well, all I can say to you is, or maybe we should read a script. Can we get some Jenny B and Benora and the others can we get some comments back to Lilycat? Try and reassure her that everything's all right in Jesus, please. Matthew 11:20. Come to me, all you labour and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. He says, I've left a lot out because I'm off guard, but he said he wants you to rest, and most religious organisations tell you to work. Just rest. Just rest. Jenny B 52. Wow, that's a new one. Gabrielle is Jesus. The insanity never ends, does it? No. They are the cult that keeps giving, and I recall that book, but don't ever remember reading it. So many I never bothered to read. Some we studied over and over too. But this guy is great, and yes, all we need is the good book. Only use other books to help you, not the other way around. Thanks, Jenny. Here's Mel. Haven't heard from Mel for a while. Good day, Mel. Here goes the phone. Hang on. It's all. What's happening? Will I answer the phone with everyone here? Why not? Oh, it's John Peros, the builder. I'll have to just hold the line. Hang on. Okay, I got through that. Now, Mel, thanks for this. Enjoying your explanation of Romans very much. A few years ago, I one day read through Acts and Romans and saw the teaching in its original form instead of the one-sided cherry-picked presentation at the Kingdom Hall. It was at that point that I started questioning my beliefs. And I'm glad you did, Mel. See, the truth sets you free, doesn't it? Somehow or other, the truth sets you free. Susan Days. Now, this is on the Kingdom Hall arsonist stuff. None of the religions are able to handle the growing issues that we are up against psychologically or with health problems, financially, family, etc. It gets deep, not cut and dried anymore. The public is very smart now, more so than ever. Before, people investigate anything and everything. Life is so stressful. No one will allow a religion to dictate their lives. Before I buy a home, I investigate the neighbourhood, so I should investigate religion too. And so you should. Okay, JW suicides. Now, we all might be able to help here. Enjoy. This is about the holiday. I didn't realise we sailed into some rough seas after that. Oh, I was wondering if we were going to see a theologist vomit on the choppy waters. Excuse my mischief. Well, it was close, I'll tell you that. I've been trying to get further details on a JW in Perth, Australia. Now listen, viewers. JW Suicide is trying to get more information on a JW in Perth, Australia, who was involved in a huge money scandal. Now, I haven't had time to look at this. It seems he may have been following the example of the governing body a little too closely. So if anybody can find anything on that, that'd be appreciated. Okay, XJW Born In. So much love shown here. The Watchtower's grave is getting dug deeper by their own hands. That's come out of the viewer's voice. I'll be doing a series of 32 tactics, psychological, used by the Watchtower. Oh, that'll be good, mate. JW Born In. I am a mandated reporter, and I was shocked to see the direct correlation between these tactics and most of the definitions in the reporting training certification. I found all of the 32 tactics combined, mirrored and reflected in the mandated reporting of child abuse. Robert Uday Lifton MD, 8 criteria for thought reform, and Russia's court cases against the Watchtower, ultimately used in the final ban, combined. Russia classifies this as extremists. By the way, all of these tactics are standalone, peer-reviewed, highly researched and intentionally used by both destructive cults, evidenced not only historically, but in both destructive cults blocking every specific known treatment used for their recovery. This is intentional. Wow. Gosh. Okay, Jenny B52. How fun. Yeah, lots of sharks down there. I've been watching documentaries about your wonderful country. Yep, well, I won't be falling in, I hope. I might get pushed in by the captain and his mate, but I won't be falling in. XJW Born In. I'm reposting this here, Doc, because I think it's very relevant in addition to the Watchtower spiritual abuse stated here. Now, I think that's the story on Gabriel being Jesus, which even Venora and I think Jenny was surprised about. That, I'm sure that's what he's talking about. And this is the 32 tactical things. And then Wendy Rosson. Watchtower wins again. The insurance money goes to them. Has anyone wondered if they themselves have done this? To gain public sympathy, to take attention away from the crimes of child abuse, and to gain attention to so-called persecution? I think they hired someone to do it for them. The only hate has always been from the Congregationists to the whole world. They do not give to the world. They brag about not giving to the world charities. They are not good Samaritans. Okay, now it's 4:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Sunshine Coast, Fraser Island, actually, Queensland. This is Dr. Jason W. Morrison, theologist. Bye for now. Yeah, Dr. Jason Morrison, theologist again. I just want to say thank you for watching the videos, and I hope you got plenty of self-rediscovery and freedom out of it. If you watched it on YouTube, please share or like, maybe even comment. If you watched it on Facebook, like, comment, share. But most of all, get out and live. This isn't a rehearsal. You've got a one-off life. Don't let your loyalty and your faithfulness blind you to the life that you should be experiencing. Till the next video, thank you for watching, and bye for now.